Hey everyone, welcome to Crash Test Games. This is Christian. I'll be taking you through today a tutorial on how to start up this game called War Robots. Now, a lot of people decide that they want to give different advice for starting. This is simply my advice, so I hope you take it and run with it. So the first thing that I always do is I always come down to the menu and turn on Lock On Targets. The reason being is this gives you the option to be able to lock onto a target where unless you turn far away from them, it will not lose your target for you. The next thing that I like to do is come up to my Destroyer here, which is your first starting bot, and go into my equipment down here at Equip. It gives you, to start with, a Spiral and a Molot. One of these is a missile launcher system, the other one is a long-range autocannon. The next thing that I like to do is I like to click on my autocannon here. It's called a Molot. It comes in here, it gives you all your details for this. If you go into detail, it gives you all of your different details on the side here, and it gives you the classification of it on the left side. Coming up here, you've got your inventory or your store. I like to go into the store here, and instead of having my Molot, I like to go over to find the Punisher. Now the reason for this is because if you look at the details here, it's a multi-barrel machine gun with a high rate of fire and very effective at close range. In this game, close range is usually your ally. You don't get a lot of damage or kills in longer range combat, however that is an option as well. So you want the advantage at any combat that you are going to be giving. Most people like to fight in close quarters combat, and the Punisher here really excels in close quarters. So we're going to go ahead and buy this, and it automatically equips to our Destroyer. Next, I'm going to come over here to my Spiral over here, and I'm going to click on that. Again, it shows your inventory in your store up here, your Spiral here, and now that the Molot was unequipped, it will now show in your inventory as well. So let's go ahead and go up to the store. And once again, we're here in the store, and we're going to go over to find our Punisher once again. Again, this is the same weapon that I had just put on the other side, and we're going to go ahead and buy this. It automatically equips and sends the Spiral into our inventory as well. Now that's lots of fun. We now have a couple of high rate of fire machine guns sitting on our Destroyer here. Let's go ahead and go back to our hangar, where it will ask us if we want to unlock a slot here. Now this is a quest that you will be given later on. We're going to do it ahead of time. So now that we have our second slot open, we're going to go ahead and go into Buy Robot, and it will give you a couple of different options. You have your Destroyer, you have your Kozak, you have your Gepards, and the list keeps going on and on. Now currently we don't have the money to be able to buy a Destroyer or a Kozak, as they both require 75k, and we are sitting currently at only 5k silver. Silver and gold are the primary two starting currencies that you'll have to worry about. Let's go ahead and go back to hangar here. We're going to leave this open right now. Let's hope that that the battle allows us to keep that open. All right, and then it is a WASD control. So we're going to go ahead and use WASD. Move around a little bit. Your mouse moves your turret here so that you can see where you're running. 1, 2, 3, and 4 select your different weapons. So we're going to go ahead and press 1 to deselect our left side weapon, and we're going to go ahead and move forward. Now obviously it's going to show you how to fire all weapons. You just press your left mouse button and it does fire all weapons for you. Pressing 1 like I did, it does turn off my left weapon, so that I can only fire my right weapon if I press the right mouse button. Now spacebar doesn't do a whole lot as of right now. However, when you start getting things like this little Kozak here, which jumps, the spacebar is what activates your jump. Alright, now this game is all about damage and capturing the flag, so we're going to and inflict as much damage as possible and capture all the beacons that are possible. Now we have a reload here. Oh, we just got hit by a sniper. Let's go ahead and start taking these snipers out. Now this is why I prefer to grab Punishers rather than standard. This is why I like to leave the Punishers on, is because you get much more firepower over most other robots. Let's go up here, and it shows you yourself, your clan, your rewards, and your team performance. Okay, as you can see here, this is us highlighted here. We did the absolute best when it came to the damage dealt. Now, winning this battle also gives us an extra 5 gold if you are in first place, 3 gold if you're in second place, 1 gold if you're in third place, and 5 gold for capturing the most beacons or solely capturing beacons. There are also other game modes that will take into account your actual kill count. As far as just standard domination, the kill count doesn't really matter, just your damage and your beacons. So let's go ahead and see what rewards we got today. We got 91,751 gold, silver, and 5 gold. So let's go ahead and go back to our hangar now. Looks like we got a level up, so we got an extra 50,000 silver and 50 gold. Also available to us are now tasks and the G-Pard and aphids. Now the aphids are not going to be available to us for a little while because you are required to have what's called the workshop, and that doesn't unlock until level 15. However, the G-Pard and the tasks are the way we want to go. First of all, let's click on our task and let's see what we are assigned to today. First one is obviously reach level 2. Congratulations, we already got there, so we're going to collect our 10k silver now. Our next one is going to be purchasing a new robot for 10 gold. So we're going to go ahead and go back. That buy robot slot that we already opened up, we're going to click on that. And it brings us straight into the store because we have no robots in our inventory other than what we are using. So you have the option at this point to either get the Kozak, the Destroyer, or the G-Pard. Now the G-Pard requires these components. Now as far as components go, again, those unlock at level 15, so you're not really able to use the G-Pard right now. However, you can buy it for 250 gold. Let's go ahead and close this out for right now and go back to the Destroyer. Once again, I like the Destroyer for a newbie robot. We're going to come up here now, and we're going to go ahead and collect our 10 gold. The next task is going to be upgrading any robot, and they are giving us 25 gold for that. Now, gold is going to be your main currency as far as speeding up equipment, buying extra components, buying the extra silver that you don't have, whatever you need, gold is basically there to buy it for you. So we're just going to want to build up as much gold as possible. I don't even like to spend it in the very beginning like they try to, so I would recommend keeping it as cheap as possible when it comes to gold. So they're going to ask us to upgrade the Destroyer. Let's press the upgrade button here. It costs us 10k silver. Let's go ahead and upgrade it. Now they're trying to get us to speed it up for 3 gold. I never select this option because it's only a 5-minute upgrade. So let's go ahead and close this down. And let's go ahead and equip our Destroyer here with 2 more of those Punishers. So now we've got our Destroyer equipped with 2 more Punishers, and both Destroyers have 2 Punishers. Now the reason for this is that if one robot goes down, you eject and you have the option to spawn in another robot. So we're going to go ahead and go into battle to kind of kill this extra 4 minutes that we have to wait. see what our rewards were this time. Looks like we completed the battle, we got top 1 damage, top 1 beacons, and we won the game. So for our rewards, we ended up with 10 gold because we dealt 80,000 damage, and we captured 3 beacons. We also happened to destroy 3 robots, which I personally like keeping tally of those just because it's fun. So our actual rewards, we got 93,000 silver and 10 gold. So let's go ahead and go back to our hangar. And right about now, our destroyer upgrade is complete. We got a level up, so another 50,000 gold, silver, and another 50 gold. We also now have access to the Punisher T, which is a Mark II type Punisher, and the Molot T, which is a Type 2 long-range autocannon. Well, it looks like they may have updated this to where we actually have to buy the upgrade for them. Let's try this one more time just to see if it will let us through without having to actually purchase this upgrade. Now, something to keep in mind as well, since we are just starting, is that every so often you get what's called a loot crate. It only comes in every 4 hours or so. So let's go ahead and click on this and see what it gives us today. Looks like it's going to give us 5,000 silver and 6 keys to the roulette. Let's go ahead and open all. I'm sorry, it's 3 hours, not 4 hours. Alright, let's go ahead and do one more battle just to see if this is going to let us keep the gold, or if we absolutely have to spend the gold now. So the more damage you do, the more silver you get. I'm sorry, I said gold, I meant silver. Alright, looks like we got another level up. We are now level 4, and we got another 50,000 silver and 50 gold. We got a Vitiaz and a Nashorn now available to us as well. It's going to give us this special offer. Now, with this offer, if you were to purchase this, it gives you this 1,800 over 30 days. However, if you miss a drop, so they give it to you every 6 hours or so. If you miss one, you lose that gold. You do get to claim it, but you lose the time that they would be spending giving you the gold, and you don't end up actually receiving any, the actual gold that you would have lost. Let's go ahead and see how close we are to upgrading at this point. We got another minute left before we were finished upgrading, so let's go ahead and do one more battle just because that was quick. Okay, so it looks like this battle is being really slow, so we're going to go ahead and just cancel out of it, because we've only got about 30 seconds before this destroyer is completely upgraded. Now I'm going to break my own policy on never spending gold on upgrades and go ahead and upgrade it real fast just because it's 1 gold, and I just don't want to wait the extra 20 seconds. Now obviously that also makes it so that we can now collect that quest. So we got 25 gold back for spending 1 gold. That's not too bad. Okay, the next one we've already completed. We've reached level 3. We've already purchased new weapons. And now it's asking us to upgrade any weapon. It goes in and it asks you to upgrade any weapon that you have. So that would be on any bot, obviously. So we're going to go ahead and upgrade a Punisher to level 2. Now it's going to take about 5 minutes to do. It's going to give us a 20 point damage increase per shot. And then it's only going to cost us 10k. Once again, it's asking us to spend gold on upgrading it. I'm going to decline. Now going into the specifications of this weapon. It comes in and it shows you everything that you need to know about this weapon except for the actual magazine size. This weapon does carry about 200 bullets in it. It's either 200 or 220. I can pull up the specifications later on. But it does do 160 damage per bullet. So if you go in and you calculate that out, that's a lot of damage for a level 1 weapon. So this is why I like to go with the Punisher straight off the bat, is because of the mass amount of damage that this can do at close range. Now, as you saw it being out further, it kind of has a little bit of a spread formation, so you don't really get that extreme damage out far, but you still get some decent damage. Alright, the rename. Let's go ahead and go into our rename so that we can actually select a name for ourselves. So renaming comes down here, and this shows your name and your ID. Now your name and your ID usually match when you first start the game out. So we're going to go ahead and select the rename button, and we're going to enter our name. Alright, looks like we cannot have any spaces. I apologize for that. Alright, and then I like to set my nationality from here. And I'm just going to go down to the US of A. As you can see, that's near the bottom of the list. Let's go ahead and go back. Oh, looks like we got some tasks. Our rename task. Let's go ahead and grab that. Okay, and that's our bonus tasks. Let's go ahead and see what our daily tasks are. Area domination, capture 1 beacon in a single battle. Advanced piloting, win a battle. Headhunting, destroy 2 robots. And damage dealing, deal 50,000 damage. Alright, and then our bonus task is reach level 5. So we're going to stop when we reach level 5, assuming that it gives us another battle to be able to fight. Alright, so it appears that it's actually not going to start for us today, so we're going to go ahead and end now. Keep in mind that as far as doing all of this, you can always go into the equipment, select your equipment, go into the store, and be able to see what equipment is available. Everything that I did today was just with the Punisher and the Destroyer. You have other fun options such as the Aphid, the Pin, the Pinatas, the Geckos, the Gusts, and the list just keeps going on and on. Keep in mind that most of these are going to be required to have components, so you're going to have to buy them with gold if you want them ahead of time. Now that goes for robots as well, so if you want to go in and see what different robots there are, feel free to go into the store and go ahead and browse the robots. You have anywhere from jumping robots to the regular 2-legged robots to medium and heavy robots to robots with shields, robots that switch weapons, and robots that have energy shields built in. All these different robots have a very useful and very tactful purpose. We're going to go ahead and end today, and I hope you enjoyed a first look at War Robots with Crash Test Games.